ChatGPT image model just got an upgrade and it is already beating most of the available image models in the market. This video is about 26 use cases of ChatGPT Image 1.5 model and how you can use it to get the most out of it, and there are potential ways you can monetize it. So we are going to discuss everything. So without any further ado, let's just start with it and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Onto my screen. We are going to discuss 26 ways to use ChatGPT Image 1.5, and the fun fact about this is this image is also created using AI and specifically ChatGPT. So yeah, let's just start with the first one. So this is what I had. This is the Murti of Krishna that I have with me, right? So I took a picture of it and I needed a professional photo shoot of that one. So what I did is simply ask ChatGPT and look at that. This is professional photo shoot I created just by asking. So this is one of the use case you can do. You can create professional product mockup, and there is high demand of it. Like people literally pay for this kind of product photo shoot. Now you can create all using ChatGPT, and that is consistency, by the way. If you see in the characters and in the style, it's way accurate and it's way consistent. So it's definitely usable and monetizable. Second use case is film storyboard creation. Now, if you are into movies or if you like to create animated documentaries or any documentary, I would say, then this is one of the way you can utilize it. See this scene one, scene two. There are three different shots for each scene, and there is consistency in each shot. If you see color grading, if you see the objects in there, the story formation, that's everything is there. So this is one way we can get consistent images and consistent scenes out of ChatGPT, and we can create an entire storyboard. Third use case is creating YouTube thumbnails, and probably the thumbnail you clicked on is also created using ChatGPT. So yeah, we can create awesome thumbnails, and look at this. This is looking literally amazing. Like I really like the design of this. The fourth use case is interesting. Like I had this book with me. Okay, so I took a picture of it and I needed to create a social media ad creative to promote this book. Now, the test here was to check whether the consistency on this text is able to mimic or not. And ChatGPT did really good job here. Like the text on this book, it is as it is, even though it is in different language, it kept it consistent. And this is some of the ads it created, but there is this mess that got created on the book cover side, but overall I think it did a pretty good job there. Next use case is photo to art transformation, or you can do any kind of transformation. This is just my image and it is converted into a paint stroked art, right? But there are different ways and there are some templates in ChatGPT through which you can create pencil sketch, you can create kitchen style, you can create 3D character cartoon of you, and there are a bunch of different ways you can use it, and that's the fun way of using it. Next comes this mobile app UI concept. Now the traditional way of doing this is to have tools, professional tools, and put in hours of work into it. But now by using ChatGPT, you can just ask the style, you can ask about what are the things you need into that app UI design, and it will create those type of designs for you in a few seconds. And consistency on this is very accurate. Like I generated this one, look at this text here, the style on this style is really consistent on both the frames which I generated. Everything remains consistent. So this is one of the easiest way now to bring your idea of what you want to build into life, even without spending hours of work onto the actual design part. Next use case here is this one. This is specifically for architectures. Now, architectures, it's hard for them to visualize everything before it goes live, and there is possibility that they can create a 3D visualization of it, and that way they are able to convey the message they want to say. But now the paradigm has shifted. What they can do is simply ask ChatGPT and it will create the concept for them, and they can visualize it, they can see how it will look in action, and then they might be going into 3D render creation and then actual architecting of this. So yeah, fun way and quick way and productive way, I would say, for them to utilize ChatGPT into their actual workflow. Next is interior design makeover. So now you can reimagine any of your room, any of your setup studio into the different theme that you want. For example, this is my setup right now. It's very messy, I would say. But let's say if I want to make it a thematic here, like aesthetic one, and on a theme base. So this is one of the way you can use it. You can just ask for different themes. I know this is not perfect, like there are some glitches in here, but overall it gives you the idea of what kind of vibe that room will bring without touching any of the main aspects here. So if you see, everything else remains consistent, and the thing that changes is what you want it to change. So this is really interesting use case of ChatGPT here. Next use case is character design. Now, game developers and designers, they need characters, and ChatGPT is one of the way you can get characters now. And character consistency is really good on ChatGPT's part, so you don't have to worry about that. You can get consistent characters there. So it's definitely useful for character design, and you can even sell those designs on Upwork or Fiverr or any other freelance platform. So yeah, this is one of the way you can use it. Now the 10th way is educational way and educational purpose. Whenever we are learning new concept, learning those concept visually makes more sense than just reading it. So this is where you can conceptualize any major concept or any complex concept, and ChatGPT will be able to put those concepts into visual form, into visual diagrams, and that way you can read those things, you can visualize this, and you will be able to understand those concepts way easier than purely reading those things. So this is how solar panels work, by the way. You can just see it here. Next, 11th use case is this. Remember the product we had, remember the murti that we had of Krishna? You can use ChatGPT to create product packaging of it. You don't have to design the package of it just to visualize like how it will look. You can just now ask that, okay, I want this type of product packaging, I need this type of box of this product, and it will create straight for you. Next use case is meme creation. You all know about it, and meme marketing is a huge industry. So yeah, meme creation does make money there. 13th use case is photography enhancement concept. So by ChatGPT, you can edit your photos, you can bring different styles into it, or you can create a specific photography style using ChatGPT. Next is poster and wall art creation. This is like popular when if you are able to create great wall arts, people will be willing to buy this, and this looks aesthetic, by the way. You should see here, this is awesome, and it has opportunity there. Next up is children's book illustration. Now, children love this kind of illustration book, and this is where ChatGPT's consistency plus its knowledge come into action. So ChatGPT has this knowledge into it, and with combined power of image generation, you can create consistent illustrations, and that character consistency will help you design an entire illustration book. This book can be printed and then it can be sold. A huge opportunity there because students and kids specifically love this type of books. I used to do that. I like to read this type of illustration books. 16th use case is daily social media content, and you might have seen those theme pages, right? So this is where social media content can be created all using AI, specifically ChatGPT Image, and see the consistency on both of them. It's very consistent. Now you don't even have to do the ideation part. ChatGPT will do the ideation. ChatGPT will create the final post for you. You just have to upload it. So your process becomes a lot easier if you are onto theme page creation part there. 17th use case is brand mascot creation. So mascot is like a representative of your brand, and now ChatGPT can create those mascots. For example, this is the mascot I created. This is 3D version of it, and it does a really good job at keeping the consistency of the character. 18th use case can be wallpaper creation, and you can create an entire wallpaper packs. Some people sell this type of wallpapers, but you can create it for your own, or even you can sell it as well, or provide that to your audience as a freebie. So yeah, definitely good use case there. 19th use case is again that same product, but now it's Amazon style product listing images. Now Amazon requires this type of plain images, right? So it's preferred that we have this exact image uh, in a plain background. So that's where this kit could be of use. And see, we don't have to do any masking or anything. ChatGPT just creates the right image, even it provides this proper shadow and everything. And this is like right fit for the Amazon style product listing. If someone is having this type of products, you can help them list their products well. You can help them create their product pics, and this way they will be paying you for sure, because they have their product which will be earning them, and they will be more than happy to pay you as well. 20th use case is icon design. If you are a designer or a video editor, this could be of your use, because finding consistent icons is a lot hectic part. So this is where you can use ChatGPT and create consistency in your designs and in your editing part. 21st use case is interesting. If you are into any medical science visuals, like this is a function of art. This is also created using ChatGPT. We can create complex diagrams and functions like this. But what we can do is we can go even next step, next level, and on that, what you can do is you can create interesting diagrams. Like you can convert those diagrams into visually interesting or eye pleasing ways. Let's say, for example, this heart is now converted in form of flowers, right? It is represented using flowers. So this is attractive way of saying the same thing. It's still the same heart, but because it has flowers attached onto it, it looks visually eye pleasing. So fun concepts for students to learn. Obviously they should not learn that heart has flowers onto it, but yeah, interesting concepts. We can visualize these concepts and it can be engaging there. Next use case is we can reimagine now any historical or cultural moments and any specific aspects of any culture, and ChatGPT will be able to bring that into action, so we can reimagine those things. 23rd use case is creating comics. Now, we all love comics, right? And the stories on the comics. Now you can create your own comics, and this is going to be very consistent comics there. So if you are having some idea like this, you can create comics and you can distribute on the platforms which actually offer comic hosting, and you can get a lot of interaction there. So definitely a huge potential to utilize your creativity and your child. This is one way you can satisfy your inner child's instinct of creating a comic. 24th use case is creating event cards. Very basic use case, but yeah, you can create your event card. You don't have to manually print it. You can just ask it the way you want, and it will be able to create any specific event card that you have and personalized version of your event card. Next is product photography or photography. Let's say this was the food that we had and we wanted to create a good image of it for the listing purposes. So this is where we can use it. For example, Zomato is there. This is where this type of image generation can be used to create realistic photography without even using high quality, high grade camera. And 26th use case here is to bring your imagination into life. So if I talk about this, any image generation model helps you bring your ideas and thoughts into the visual diagram or visuals which are actually formed there. So this is one more tool you can use to visualize your concepts, your ideas, and bring them into the life. This were 26 use cases of ChatGPT Image 1.5. Let me know which one did you like and what else I missed in the comments, and leave like and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And by the way, if you need free way to get ChatGPT Premium, here's the video you should watch. I'll see you guys in the next one.